Hello, everybody. My name is Mason, and today we are talking about the finale for Miss Marvel on Disney Plus. And this has been a show that I have been at my ups and downs. Overall, I've liked it, but there have been some problems that, especially leading up into the finale, that I have been concerned about. And now that I've seen the episode, I must say they stuck the landing. Okay, so basically, after the end of last episode, I've been quite worried how they were going to end this season with a lot of stuff that needed to be, done, told, all that stuff in what's going to be like a 30-minute episode. We've got Kamala's heritage stuff going on. You got Kamran. You got Bruno, her other friends. What's going on with them? We've got her family, her mom, her dad, her brother, all of that stuff. And on top of it, she doesn't have her costume yet. There's a lot going on. Well, thankfully, they managed to do it. This was a very fun episode. I loved it. It brought me back to the first one. Her family was a big part of the episode. And honestly, that's what makes this character so enjoyable to watch. How she actually, gets involved with her family. I think, when she eventually shows up in the next movie, that the Marvels, I hope her family is involved because I think they're what really bring the character, to something that's good. When she's not with her family, it just seems so bland, and I just mean like the story in general. So that's one thing I am going to be worried about with this movie. How does she, interplay with other characters other than her family? Because they were really the scene stealers of the show, and then even in this episode, with her brother, just appearing in the classroom when they were trying to go over the plan, like that stuff was just hilarious. Just the way they interact, it it saved the series for me truly. While we're on the topic of her brother, we may as well go ahead and bring up the topic of mutation. This is the first time we've ever had any mention of mutations in the MCU. You Bruno looked to see if her brother might have powers as well and noticed that Kamala has a mutation in her blood. And then they play the little X-Men 90 scene. I actually missed that the first time. I was so focused on the words and hearing if he's going to mention Inhumans. That seems very inhuman or something. And I was just kind of caught off guard, and I totally didn't hear the 90s theme. So I actually had to go back and watch that part just to hear that. But because it wasn't, it wasn't like that or anything. So, but yeah, so we got mutants finally being introduced, sort of, in the MCU. Kamala is our first mutant. And, I'm not super familiar with Miss Marvel character from the comics. I know she's an Inhuman, but I'm not really all that bugged about it because the Inhumans are kind of just redundant. They're basically just mutants. Their whole reason of being created was to just tell mutant stories without using the actual mutants in the comics because of the whole Fox thing and Marvel not wanting to promote those characters. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Just tell great stories, right? The comics are the comics, the movies and TVs are the movies and TV. Just tell great stories. And for the most part, I think the Kamala Khan character's story that we were presented with was good, and I'm excited to see more. That's what's important. Yeah, I did not like the clandestines or whatever they're called. Didn't like them, but they're gone, so don't have to worry about that anymore. Yeah, Kamran with his powers and stuff, but overall, that's it. But I will say that stuff with Kamran just suddenly getting powers from his mom, didn't make a whole lot of sense, at least in the way it was presented in the show. Maybe it might be expanded upon later and it makes more sense, but at this point, it didn't really make a lot of sense. And honestly, I'm over it. I'm not really here to just complain about the clandestines again because they weren't even really in this episode. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was a fun episode. There was a lot of great character interactions with the family, with the friends. Love that. Her new costume looks great. I really like the way they like CGI'd the scarf and all that stuff. Thought it was awesome. I also liked that, she's just running in the sky and she stops at a red light. I just thought that was hilarious. Just a little detail that I like. I am kind of sad that they kind of got rid of the whole art style stuff of like the first couple episodes. It's not that big of a deal, but it was just something that felt missing. I kind of wish we got more of that. Who knows if we get it in the Marvels or not. But anyway, those are just my quick thoughts on Miss Marvel, the finale of hopefully season 1. Hopefully there's a season 2. I am very looking forward to seeing her again, hopefully in another show beyond just that movie. Anyways, until next time, my name is Mason. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, leave a comment down below what you thought of the episode. I won't be talking about Miss Marvel for a while, but we got some other shows coming, like She-Hulk, that we'll be able to talk about soon, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, like I said, until next time, my name is Mason, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care.